any heaviness and negativity. I call in protection from my ancestors from negative energy. I release any worry from my body and my mind. I am grounded with the earth. I am present in my body. I am exactly where I need to be. The energy of the earth flows through me right here, right now. I am safe. I am grounded. Have to get the onk music out, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to my channel. Just coming in with another one. Coming in hot and heavy. Splendid, splendid, splendid. So, guys, I'd like to start with the everyday tarot. It's been really intense, isn't it? For those that know. Let's see what Spirit has for the collective. Oh, so someone took some type of well, they tried to. They tried to. Yeah. Is this like a last ditch attempt to to come for the collective? You shouldn't have bothered. It's funny because people should really know their place and absolutely stay in it. So it's like you're trying to keep someone who's already ascended, by the way, already ascended. You're trying to keep them earthbound because you're earthbound, but you're earthbound because of your own choices. You're earthbound because of that's what you took your free will to do. Do you understand? It's like what I'm seeing is people like to collect people like Pokemon. Who do these people think they are, collective? They like to collect people like Pokemon. Damn. For some of you, they may have come for the wrong one on the wrong day. Let's just say that. The wrong one on the wrong day. The Ace of Wands to the world. You didn't stop shit. How about that? A lot of you are doing new things, exploring new avenues. You're encountering more individuals that are on the same frequency as you. So for the most part, I see whatever lessons you had to learn is once again. You did exactly that. And literally the clip is saying, I don't need to learn those lessons again. Yeah, I got it. The 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, sometimes it was 10 times, repeating certain things. You said I want my 2026 to be me. So you're free in this 2026. Yeah. So if these people were trying to delay you in some way, shape, or form, they only delayed themselves. Let me just say that. Because the page of swords in the reverse. So that tells me I just have to just put this out there. I've been trying this new ashwagandha and lion's mane coffee. Gosh, I didn't know it tastes so nice. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Yeah, for so a lot of you, you've already manifested your new life. You've already done it. Or you've already put in the work, like you've planted the seeds to yield the reward, which these people can no longer delay. So if this is in the reverse, this tells me that they tried to delay you. So in trying to delay you, they delayed themselves. Big time. I just heard epic fail. So you was always going to come out on top. So regardless if these people are trying to put out some type of magic as if to say, or whatever illusions they're trying to disperse amongst the community or projected towards the collective to try and make you feel as though you're still stuck in this, you're stuck in the same shit they are. I got news for you. No, we ain't. You're stuck in the energy that you put out. Do you understand? Just like we're on the frequency that we manifested for ourselves. We did the work because you didn't. So there's no riding nobody's coattails. There's no trying to kiss ass to have a seat at the collector's table. Psh, none and void. But yeah, you got the Page of Pentacles. So that's like saying literally at this point in time, financially, you're a money magnet. You either are a money magnet or you're getting there. But you're more in there than not there. If that makes any sense? Yeah, you're more in there than not there. It's literally like you're just making your way. So these people thought, I know, we flow the collective in the lines then. And then when they came back to peep, you saw the collective leading said pack of lions. Isn't that a beach? But yeah, you manifested this collective. So that tells me, well, it doesn't tell me, I know for a fact, it wasn't easy. It's literally like, how can I say? With all what's going on in the world, you find a way to work amidst any chaos. It's literally like you don't acknowledge the chaos in that sense. It doesn't matter how loud it is. And you know what, collective? For some of you that have had similar experiences, what I will say is, because you've lived through these types of experiences for so long, for some of you, your whole life, do you understand? It's literally like clicking your finger where you can just zone out. Do you understand? Or not allow what's being projected or what's going on in the outside world to have any impact on your inner world, is what I'm getting. And now that's mastery. That's mastery. So that tells me that these people, they can't do that. These are the kind of people that don't have to, but they are. They're codependent. They make themselves feel better by tearing down someone else. Oh, they're not celebrating. Yeah. So they're not celebrating. The cups is empty. I just heard bone dry. Bone dry. And I brought them with the 10 of Wands. Isn't that funny? They're not so big and bad now, are they, collective? Nope. And this is all because They claim for the wrong one. Do you understand? So these are just like a bunch of karmic bullies, witches and warlocks. Let's just have it right. No point in sugarcoating it. Witches and warlocks that think that they're bigger than the program. Is like they how can I say? They self-title themselves, but they don't actually do the work to actually earn that title. So they self-title themselves. Do you understand? So I don't know what kind of coven it is that they're affiliated with that lets them run rampant. But guess what? Nobody trumps the Most High. Point blank, period. Not no devil, not no entity, not no sorcery, and definitely not no coven. Let's make that very clear. So yeah, they refused to abandon this pathetic path they was on, the path of destruction, trying to destruct the collective's lives. They're not celebrating no more, clearly, and now they're burdened with the Ten of Wands. But think of it this way: this is the Ten of Wands that they wanted for the collective. But guess who earned it? We didn't earn it. We did what we're supposed to do. That's the whole point. They earned the Ten of Wands. These are the kind of people that, how they skate through life is, think like a target. Someone they deem as weaker than them. Someone they deem as beneath them. Nobody's bigger than nobody. No one's beneath anybody. Because for the fact that they feel that they can hold that title and be judged during executioner, they got the universe twisted. Let me just say that. They got the universe twisted, honey. And now they're finding out. Yeah, because a lot of my collective, you're in your Empress energy. Ain't nothing touching that. You know who you are. You love you and you do you. That means you don't conform to these people that try to bully you into living your life through their eyes. Make it make sense. Bitch, please, make it make sense. They want you to live your life through their eyes. So because they chose to mess up their whole existence, probably even curse themselves at this point, they don't want to see no one else doing any better than them. But these are people that don't do the work to get anywhere. These are people that steal, kill, and destroy to get where they're getting. Do you understand? And that's not of higher level of consciousness at all. So you reap what you sow. Can you look on the Five of Cups in the reverse, Spirit? Five of Cups in the reverse, please and thank you. Five of Cups. Yeah. Aye. Ooh. Yeah. So this also tells me that they've been doing some type of I don't know what you call it, like finance blockages. So they've been trying to block your money, block your stability, block your work. Bitch, you blocked yourself. How about that? You just completely, not just blocked yourself, you blocked your whole entire bloodline. Hello? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Are you somewhere feeling lonely? Because you're in karma? No, joke. I'm joking. Yeah, that's what's giving these people the tarot. Right where they belong. Yeah. So, a tarot is a tarot collective. A tarot is a good tarot for us, not so good for them. And basically, you kind of like just use these tarot moments to recalibrate, reflect. Do you understand? Maybe even plan for some of you. But all in all, in total, the majority of us, I can imagine, the majority of us, I know what we did with this tarot energy. Our asses went to sleep. I'm not gonna lie. We went to sleep. While these little minions, flying monkey minions, just run around like a chicken with a head cut off, we went to sleep. Hello? So whilst you was resting your vessel, a lot of you have had I've gone through some type of transformation. A lot of you have, how can I say? It's like you've been given different levels of spiritual status, is what I'm getting. Because it's not going to be the same. It's going to be different. If that makes any sense, depending on what stage you're at. Yeah, and this is like you are the Ace of Cups on its own, just for the fact of I'm getting like your resilience, your sheer willpower, your drive. I mean, come on. And the funny thing is, I hear this a lot anyway, when people say things like, oh, you don't know like what you've been through. That should tell you something. Because I've seen other people that, I would say, they say they're of God, but they do other things, if that makes any sense. And they haven't been through half of what the collective have had to endure. And they don't look the same. I'm not going to be rude. That's what they want me to do. They want me to just be nasty about it, but I won't do that. I won't give them that satisfaction. But let's just say they don't look the same way we do. And I think that in itself makes these people angry even more. It's like they stalk your accounts, they stalk your platforms. They're the first person on any live. They're the first person to view any post. But yet, though, they despise us. Make it make sense. And because the energy is not reciprocated, they big mad. They can stay mad. It is what it is. We don't care. We don't care. Yeah. Because of how for some of you, you have the gift of expression. For everybody's going to be different. Do you understand? For some of you, have the gift of how you put things across. Now, might I just add? I spoke to someone the other day at a sofa, and I've never been to university, and they said to me, just by the way I was articulating myself, they just assumed I'd been to university. I said, I wish. I wish. So that should tell you something. Do you understand? But because you've been sharing your gifts with the universe, both, let's just say both, in the world and on the world. You get me? In the world and on the world. Yeah. So you're fully in your Ace of Wands. It's like you're on your journey. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not always going to be sunlight and daffodils. Do you understand? But the point of the matter is just to remember that no matter what you come up, what comes before you, you're fully equipped. Do you understand? You're fully equipped to deal with anything. Anything that gets thrown at you, you're fully equipped. Because you've kind of proved it already. Do you understand? And that's another reason why they big mad. Oh my god. Spirit! Woo! Sorry guys. So this tells me that the the eight of swords in the reverse, yeah? So this tells me that these people, how can I say? You know when people like to project how they're feeling onto other people? We don't accept that, we don't acknowledge it. It is what it is. That's you. That's you. So they're in their heads because they know they're up shit's creek without a paddle. There's no way I can really put it other than that's just me being nice. Literally, it's at a stage here where these people was deliberately trying to provoke you, prod at you, attack you in every way, shape, or form, just to get the reaction to validate what they've been doing. And they didn't get it. So yeah. Of course, family's top of the list because Ten of Cups also confirms family too. Yeah, they're mad. For some of you, they thought you was a fool, and they treated you as such. But you're nobody's fool. So yeah, we'll take that. The Spirit says we'll take that. We're the fool that fooled the real fools. How about that? We are the fools that fooled the real fools. So yeah, now they're all stuck in their heads. Because everything they've done now is coming back to haunt them. Empress came out again. So that's just confirmation because it was on the bottom of the pile. See it there? I told you. It's literally like you could kind of say you're a force to be reckoned with. It's like, oh, ghost spirit. It's like the divine is saying he was saving the best for last. Meaning in the sense of how you was gonna present yourself, if that makes any sense. So it's not up to us to it's not our job to take on how other people view us or how they view themselves. That's on them. But I know people like to project their own lack off onto others to make themselves feel better. So it's kind of like, oh, I don't want to do shit with my life. And I don't like the fact of seeing you doing something with your life. So guess what? I'm going to try and tear you down so you can do shit, so you can be like me and do nothing with your life too. That doesn't make any sense. But these people felt like they had the authority, which they don't. We have the authority. Do you understand? They had no authority. So yeah, we got the Chariot. That's forward movement. That's like sheer willpower, determination. I just heard relentlessness. So we're relentless. I can kind of see it in my mind's eye, like these people do their little hoobly dooblies and then they sit back and wait. And then anytime you post or do a live, they're the first ones in your lives. They're the first ones viewing your post just to see if they can see any telltale sign that their spells is taking effect. And every time they come online and see our faces, ooh, it angers them. Angers them. And to me, you doing it to yourself is like, why should we be bothering the fact of you driving yourself crazy? That's not on us, that's you. That's all you, boo. Go have it. You have that. Yeah, you're still in your Empress energy. Now remember, it still could be male because male tarot is gender neutral. So even though it says the Empress, obviously if you're a man, just put it where it needs to fit. If you're a man, it would be Emperor. If you're a female, Empress. You understand? Even though there are a lot of men out here that are just straight BITCHES is personified. I said what I said. Yeah. That's driving perseverance, determination, willpower. Oh, you know what I'm hearing? Your determination, your willpower is unmatched. That needs to be studied. But these people are studying you, but they're studying you for the wrong reasons. Just remember, no good deed goes unpunished. Some of these people are now reflecting on conversations they may have had with you, collective, where you may have said certain things and they kind of like laughed in your face. Or they thought you was a fool. Who's the fool now? Who is the fool now? If the cap fits, wear it. So I'll tell you what, Gemini Virgo. The tarot card is Scorpio Aries. I'm getting more. So these are the people. These are the energies involved. Because the collective is long gone. I already we didn't even wait around. Collective, I don't blame you. Chariot is Cancer. You understand? I actually don't blame you. The Empress is Aries, Taurus, and Libra. Aries, Taurus. I'm getting. Do you know what I'm getting? I'm getting. These are the karmic energies. So basically, that's just like the divine letting you know or confirming what you've already seen. You've already done seen these people already. It is what it is. But they think it's because like I said in it, they got played at their own game basically by the divine. So when they thought that they was playing the creator, they was really playing themselves. And then the divine flipped out his trump card and out popped the collective. What's good? What's good? I'm also sensing, I have to say this as well, I'm also sensing that there's a lot of people out here that are looking like trolls. Respectfully, looking like trolls. And I know because you see when you know you live a clean life, you see when you know that you are very particular about what you consume and what you put in your vessel. These people have been trying to mess with our appearance because that's how jealous they are. Do you understand? So what that means is, for instance, if they did like glamour spells or they wanted to siphon your appearance or distort how you look, you come up with like, they're not spots, yeah. They look like boils without the boils. Do you understand? Yeah. So I can imagine some of these people have these big ass bumps on their face with a red tip. That's what I can see. These people is turning yellow. Mm-hmm. But that's what they wanted for their collective. Yeah, they oh, it is too late to apologize, karmics. They're realizing now that the collective has always been the king or the queen of pentacles. But they know this anyway because for some of you, they knew that and clearly this has to be someone that you was in some type of false partnership with. So someone you was clearly intimate with, they was actually pimping your energy to other people. That's disgusting. And they wonder why they're going through the shit they're going through. Lay down with dog, you're gonna catch HIV. Amongst other things. Give me something on the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. These people are stuck in their head, but you know what I'm seeing? They're not just stuck in their head. They're at a crossroad. But you know, you get some people that go so far left they can never turn right. That's what I'm getting. These people, but it's by choice, collective. So them trying to project out, feel sorry for me spells, them trying to play the victim. Bitch, no. Do you understand me? This is what you wanted. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You just might get it. You just might get it. And never in the way that you expect it to be. How about that? That's how that shit goes. It will never be in the way you expect it to be. That's how that shit goes. So yeah. It's literally like I see people trying to go the wrong way is what I'm getting. It's like they're so far in the dark. It's literally like any bit of light kind of burns them. They're literally like vampires. You know when you see the vampire get poured into the light and then smoke starts coming out? That's what I'm seeing. It's literally like they engulf themselves, they immerse themselves in the darkness. They wholeheartedly believe that darkness would win over light. And they're finding out. They're coming to and getting a very painful realization. But they're realizing a bit too late is what I'm getting. Like, oh shit. Do you understand? So it's like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. But the hard place is their own willful ignorance. And it is what it is, collective. That's not our problem. Man of Pentacles. I told you. I told you. I told you. We are, for some of you, collective. You have been Scorpio energy, the Judgment card. Yeah. Oh, the Seven of Wands is in the reverse, yeah. So that tells me they tried to set you up in a sense of, or they wanted to attack you without you knowing, so you couldn't defend yourself. Can you see what I see? Do you hear what I hear? Some of these people was not aware of certain gifts you had. But collective, let me be clear, your own family did. Your family knew about your gifts before you fully understood them. For some of you, this is why you had the I just heard treacherous. Ooh. Treacherous and tormentful. So it's literally like you was tormented and abused because of your gifts. That doesn't make any sense. That's just evil personified, as far as I'm concerned. Because if I had, like, for instance, my child had a specific gift, yeah, I'm gonna nurture that shit. Because I know that any offspring you have, collective, is the next generation. Do you understand? I never set closer to breaking those generational curses. These people didn't want that. Why would you not want that? Because these people are back on the other side. And that's fine, that's on them, innit? But you're being forced to take your own accountability for the shit you've been doing, and it is what it is. You've got an emperor out here. So some of you have a new partnership. I don't know what stage is that. I can't really speak on that because only you're going to know. For everybody's going to be different, you know. But it's funny because you're realizing that the divine put certain people in your immediate existence for a reason, and he wants you to know he's part of you because you finally got this. I'm only laughing because I'm just thinking about my circumstances. It took a while, you know, but the fact still remains is you still went into any situation with pure intentions. That's the difference. Whereas everybody else has some type of nefarious intentions. Do you understand? They have some type of malignant agenda. It was never genuine. So it's technically, you could say, like, they effed themselves up. That got nothing to do with the collective. So yeah, they wanted you in a state of you won't be able to defend yourself. And even though that's the kind of tactic they was put in, which to me now that's just the highest act of cowardice. Do you understand? I've ever had the displeasure of witnessing. what I'm getting from these two cards is it's too late to try and upright yourself now, because I'm not getting that this is a genuine person that's in the upright. I do believe it's blatantly a king of wands in the reverse that's trying to upright itself at the last minute, hoping he can get his prayers answered. It's never going to be answered, boo boo. Do you understand? Forget about it. It's a wrap. Now for the King of Swords, I'm getting more like someone with a title of authority, possibly even like the Force, or maybe even the court system. Someone in uniform. Someone's obviously doing the right thing now, but the question is, why now? I mean, it's clear you've been observing everything. Is it to save your job? Or is it to save yourself from prosecution? Because for some of you, collective, you have been reporting certain crimes against you. The height even been looked at. For some of you, they wasn't even filed. That's how deep it is. They didn't even file it. Why is that? So clearly, like some of these people obviously had certain officers, I'm just gonna say it like it is, on the payroll, or they was part of this little secret cult. Not so boss. Let's just say not so secret. And now time was of the essence. Now time is up. Time is up. So now they wanna kind of like pretend as though they're doing the right thing. I wouldn't trust you people as far as I can throw you. And I promise you, it ain't very far. At all. For all of you, it's going to be different. Yeah. You're continuing to build. That didn't stop. It's literally like these people wanted. It's because their ambition and their drive never went further than the end of their own noses. Do you understand? And these are people that like to look down their nose at others. Yet, though, from what they've displayed, they got the audacity, and it definitely ain't no better. Do you understand? At all. Yeah, it seems like whatever was hidden is being revealed. They thought they could hide shit with the moon. Not realizing, especially the Empress energy. That's of us, isn't it? Do you understand? It's like because we are in sync with the moon and the sun. The universe, in fact. Do you understand? That's when they don't want you to know. Especially the feminine energy. I kind of, do you know what? It makes sense now as to why so many men want to be women. I get it. I get it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna pass any judgment on it because it is what it is. But I kind of now I'm getting to gain more knowledge myself. I understand why more men want to be women, but there's a difference between wanting to be a woman and then trying to harm and destroy women that was born women. No, I draw the line at that. I don't care who you are. I draw the line at that. Some of these people feel that they can be better women than women. Make it make sense. And why they're mad, I'll tell you straight to your face. It's because they will never be able to experience our essence. Yeah, they might steal it during some type of intimate action, but they will never be able to harness it their self. It's never gonna happen. Do you understand? And that's what they're really mad at. And this is why they thought, I know what we'll do is we'll 555 on the clock. We'll have a stable of different females or witches, however you want to look at it. Yeah, these people that have no fight. These people that can no longer fight with you. So if they was attacking you in whatever way, shape, or form, they can't do that no more. I'll be honest with you, collective. They really believed that because they thought they was hidden, it made them feel really tough. You understand? And they kind of got off on it. They were celebrating it, in fact. For some of you, they violated your privacy and violated your human rights. It's like they wanted to expose you for whatever doesn't make any sense. And in turn they exposed themselves. It's like they wanted to prove to themselves that you was just like them or you was doing the same things they did. And at every turn, every stone they unturned, all they saw was temperance, 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 temperance. And that really pissed them off. So therefore, I know what we'll do is we all poke and prod and provoke the collective relentlessly in order to get them to snap. Do you know how sad and low down you got to be if that's your thought process? I pity you. And even then, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. I can see 1212 is a synchronicity. Angel numbers collective, look it up. Yeah, you're working hard. You've worked hard to get where you are. But these people thought they could get you to ruin all your hard work just by a few actions of targeting you, which is quite cowardly to say the least. But what's more cowardly is the fact of they rallied up all their little minions that had front row seats. Sorry, that's YouTube, sorry. They had all their minions that had front row seats waiting to see said downfall. And do you know what happened? It manifested in their existence. Oh, yes, it did. That's why they're really mad. They're not going to tell you that, though, but I'm telling you. So give me something from the Six of Pentacles, Spirit, please, and thank you. Yeah. For some of you, not all, whoever this resonates for, somebody, it could be, for everybody's going to be different, but somebody has stolen or withheld some type of abundance that's rightfully yours, that has your name on it. But they decided to work together to steal it. But they did it illegally. Do you understand? They committed crimes to steal it. They have to return it to you. I just heard, you rich, B-I-T-C-H. You rich, B-I-T-C-H. Yeah. I like that. Or if it's a man, you rich man. You rich man. But I feel like it's feminine energy because of the way I heard it. You rich, B-I-T-C-H. They didn't spell it out. They actually said the word, but I'm not going to say the word. I'm trying to watch my profanity respectfully. Yeah. Now I can take this one of two ways. That these people was trying to make what you was doing that comes naturally as hard as possible. But they wanted to, they wanted to work your fingers to the bone with no reward. For some of you, they've been what's the word where you steal someone else's content and then regurgitate it and you get money from it. There's a word for that, isn't it? They was doing that. But it's in the reverse. Either that's been exposed or they can no longer do that. Yeah. Disgusting. Yeah. Why couldn't they do that to you, collective? Do you want to know? Because you was balanced. And the crazy thing about it is, to these people, you made it look easy. You understand? But then when they want to take on your persona, they found it was not that. Which is weird. They should have focused on being a better version of themselves. But instead, they want to be a better version of you. That doesn't make any sense. Do you understand? Most importantly, collective, you basically know who this person is. The most part, you know who the most important players are. Do you understand? Yeah. And their aim was exactly, look at that. High Priestess. Some of you have been have got some type of upgrade, spiritual upgrade. And you know what upgrades come with, isn't it? It comes with upgraded protection too. I like that. For each of you is going to be different because we're all at different levels. But the point I'm trying to make is like you paved the way or you took the path less traveled. And everybody else followed suit. Not at first. I think it's the thing where people probably thought you was crazy. But you know why you took the path you did. Do you understand? You wasn't sure what the outcome was going to be, but you knew that you had to give it your best shot. Look at that. This is the truth. Ace of Swords is on the bottom. And these are the people that don't, how can I say? I'm not saying they don't believe in themselves. A lot of us are coming to the realization, already have come to the realization that everything we ever needed was within us. Oh, damn. Can you hear the rain? Oh, I love how that sounds. Oh. Yeah, it's raining. Yeah, but these people never ever came to that conclusion. So clearly that should tell you that these are the kind of people that use other people for what they want. And then to have people like us coming out saying that everything you need is within you puts a spanner in their games. Do you understand? Or puts a spanner in their agenda. Let's hope for the collective spirit, please. Sure, welcome to my court. This my collective needs to have told you again. Two cards in the reverse and one upright. Give me one more, please, spirit. Give me one more. Thank you. So, what was I just saying? Possibly when wherever town you live in, collective, the authorities in the town where you live. Didn't I just say to you that, yeah, they knew what was going on? Either they was being paid not to do anything or they was being paid to turn a blind eye. Again, confirmation. Page of Swords is delays. So that's like saying they was delaying taking action. They should have taken action a long time ago. How about that? For some of you, you may have a good case where you can actually bring some type of lawsuit against the authority figures, probably because they should have taken action a long time ago. Do you understand? But they was either being paid not to. I'm getting one or two things. For some of you, it was two things. It was sex. I'm getting sexism and racism. I'm sorry, I have to just say it like it is. It was sexism and racism. Point blank period. Yeah. Because Knight of Wands is changes. Do you understand? And then the Six of Wands is in the reverse, which is success and achievement. Because they knew, had they arrested these people a long time ago, do you understand? You would have had what was yours. Do you understand? And then you got to think about compensation for pain and suffering and for the shit they've done. Yeah, but they decided to leave it. So whoever these is and whatever town you live in collective, just know they're getting their asses handed to them. Because that's not an excuse not to protect and serve. For some of you, these people was probably given these karmic energies information. And then it was covering them in some way, shape, or form. So they didn't do nothing. They didn't investigate none of these crimes that was being committed against you, and that's wrong. Now they got answer to that shit. Now they have to answer to it. Because they knew once you file a lawsuit, you would be successful. For some of you, see, I told you again, Empress has come out again. They was hoping that you wouldn't be here. And that didn't work either. Oh, stop it. Yes, I told you. Judgment on the world. Now, this is something I sense is going on globally. Because it's really funny. Yeah, this is happening fast. And that's in the upright. So that means this is coming in quick. So whatever they've been trying to stop, delay, slow down, epic fail. Rightly so, because it's wrong. Do you understand? And I said this about a couple of years ago. I think it was about 2023. That the world is backwards. It's like truth and facts are being it's like it's been fighted against, but yet though people are believing falsities, even shit that doesn't make any sense, and it's weird. So this tells me, yeah, if people's quick to believe bullshit, then you're just really showing yourself as to who you truly have always been in the first place. Do you understand? But you want to refute the truth. You want to refute evidence. Most of these are people that was jumping on this bandwagon without even fact checking either. And there's no excuse. You can't think you can crawl back now or want to come and say sorry now. Keep your apology. We don't want or need it. We don't care for it. And this is why these people didn't want you to have anything. That's how vindictive, malicious, jealous, greedy, and envious they were. But imagine that. How can you not want us to have anything? But yet you're the ones living off of the collective's abundance. Make it make sense. And look at that. Looky here. Look at that in the reverse. What does that tell you? That's not conscious. That's corruption. So whoever these organizations are, some of them may be... Ooh, there's a few cards in the reverse. What's going on? Oh shit! This is. Do you know what? This is a sign. This is. I'm telling you, this is a sign. I need to just take all the cards I sent. Ah! What? So these people, yeah. This, do you know something? It's so funny. This is all the things that they wanted for the collective. They wanted us in our head with sleepless nights. Do you understand? For some of you, they wanted you blinded and kept hidden, or they want to keep these secrets hidden. Come on now. They wanted you to get nothing but bad news because page one is good news. And then they want you to have anything. You know Ace of Pentacles, isn't it? They didn't want you to have anything successful. Collective, this was you in the upright. It's funny how all these cards are in the reverse and the King of Pentacles. This could be the individual. This could be a parental figure that probably assisted in stealing from you. Tower in the reverse. Look at that. Hermit in the reverse. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. But these are all the things they wanted for you. So they wanted you kept in the darkness. They believed that them putting you in darkness, yeah, you would never find your way out. Collective. You're a temperance energy. You're a temperance angel. So that tells me that you see better in the dark than you do in the light, boo-boo. Clock that one. So some of you are about to have returned to you what was taken, what was stolen. Let's make that very clear. So these corrupt organizations, these illegal corrupt organizations, whatever it is, for all of you, it's not going to be the same collective. It's going to be different. Yeah. There's about to be some drastic, dramatic changes. That's good. Changes for the collective, for the good. But for anybody involved in these people in the reverse, let me just say that. And I'm quite sure. Let me see if there's any major arcanas that I can right. So we've got a Pisces in the reverse. The Tower card is Scorpio and Aries. Okay. The Hermit card, so there's a Virgo too. And the Hierophant is Taurus. Those are the biggest key players. I kid you not. Collective, I'll be honest with you. More likely than not, just starts at home. So it'll be your own comet family members. Yeah. That are now fighting. They're in conflict. Do you know why they're fighting? I get a very strong pull on some of these people weren't confident about what they was doing, but they just did it anyway. They just went along with it. And somebody, whoever that person is, they're the ones that's mad because they're saying, see, I know I should have thought of my first instinct. Something my gut was telling me this is gonna fail. You're right. And it did. You're right. And it did. Yeah. Ooh, collective. The Lovers. Told you, didn't I say to you? Either some of you in the collective, yeah, are already with this new kingdom spouse, which is Gemini energy, because the Lovers card is Gemini energy. It doesn't have to be a Gemini, could be. Or you're about to come into contact with them. And since for some of you, they already know who you are. For some of you, they've already been watching you. So for some of you, you could be sailing right to them. Oh, collective. I'm happy for you. I really am. I'm happy for you. I am happy for you. Definitely happy for you. Yeah. You got options. Some of you maybe just relax. Some of you don't ever think it's too good to be true. Some of you may be feeling slightly overwhelmed, but in a good way. The fact of the amount of options that are open to you. It might seem like a dream. It was all a dream. I used to hip hop magazines. That's in joking. But it's not, collective. Embrace it. You've more than earned it. You definitely deserve it. You understand? Don't stress. Remember, if in doubt, just go within. You will be guided for your best interest. These are people now that are disappointed. Or they wanted you in some type of energy of disappointment. Disappointed for what? I just walk through life thinking anything's either a lesson or a blessing. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? That's how I view things. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Someone may want to do something stupid, but if they do, I suggest you rethink your actions. I just heard choose wisely. These are people that bits of coffee in my mouth. These are people that have no option. It's literally like I can literally see there's like some little narcissistic energy that wants to try and force you to accept them. Doesn't work like that. We ain't accepting shit. How about that? So someone might try and do something really, really stupid and malicious. It is what it is. Just know that you're safe. They can't do shit to you. It's literally like they can only do shit around you. None of these people are actually brave to come to you face to face. They got to do shit online because they're cowards. And they always will be. You know? These are people that gain zero success. Because Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So even though what they stole, like monetary wise, they ain't got nothing to show for it. And I keep seeing... Listen, let me make this very clear. When you go and pay for spell work, yeah, you didn't go to Argos and purchase a product and got a receipt with a guarantee. When you pay for spell work, there is no guarantee. You know it comes with buyer beware. So whoever it is in this karmic energy that wants a refund, behave. Collective, that's you. For some of you, like I said, innit? I would not advise you to accept anything from the family you was raised around. Not as I say, family you was raised around, not your actual family, because they're not. They're not. Some of them just want to come back around and ask kiss or fake apology purely to thinking that they're going to alleviate their karma. Do you understand? Second of all, they want to get in your good graces, hoping and praying that you will shield them from their karma. The divine says absolutely not. From they burnt that bridge can never be rebuilt. And I suggest you stand on it too. That might be their last ditch attempt to stop you from moving forward. But you already moved forward. You've already moved forward. Gracefully too. Yeah, they did dirty magic. Look at that, another card in the reverse. They did dark magic, so they probably did black magic, voodoo, hoodoo. And look what's right behind it. That's why they really want to come back. Let's have it right. That's why they really want to come back. So like I said, collective, if they burnt that bridge, leave it burnt. You don't need to rebuild nothing. These are people that kind of, what's the word? These are people that gave themselves too much credit. Like they believed that you needed them. Collective. More, they're realizing now, no, boo-boo, you needed the collective. Because some of you know that you have healing energy. It's like anywhere you go, this is why people feel so comfortable around you. This is why animals are drawn to you. Even little babies like to laugh and play with you or stare at you. They can feel your inner peace. Do you understand? Now me, I trust animals over humans every time. Not any day of the week, every time. I will trust animals over humans every time, period. Yeah, these are people that just clout hanging that just left to talk shit. They was hoping that with all the slander that they was spreading, do you know what I mean? Or the misinformation, they was hoping that something would stick. Ooh, it's some of my that I'm speaking. And I said that as well. Confirmation. It's confirmation. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, they hate that my collective is a Queen Rising. Do you know what else I'm getting? Check how these 3 cards came out. And I've already said this. The only thing I think I didn't mention was the bad habits, like the drug addiction. Look at that. Look at that. But some of you, you've had not all, some. You've had your own issues with having to heal from certain things like substance abuse, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, even like prescription medication. I have. But it makes you stronger. These people are just mad that you didn't let it take you down because they chose to let it take them down. And that's their choice. You cannot force your choices on somebody else's. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. They want to use you. That's why they're creeping on your shit. These are people that want to just waste your time. It's because they're stuck with no changes and their life is limited because of their own choices, yeah. So they wanna drag you back down with them. And for some of you, they were trying to use this against you. And you still overcame it. That's why they're really mad. Need I say more, collective? Need I say more? Yeah, these are people, and if they've got little children, or for some of you, they may have coaxed children to lie on your name. Never do that. Never do that. Because what you're not realizing, and as you're telling these lies, they can still go back in time and check certain facts. Do you understand? You're just digging yourself a bigger grave. That's like a last ditch attempt to set up the collective. It's pathetic. It really is. These are people that do anything to start drama. That's So what I'm getting, what so many people could be doing is on like either it's your live recordings or even like your videos. What they would do is this is what I'm seeing. They will screenshot certain things, put it in AI, and then try and make up some madness to produce about you, which is so dumb. But you got to think to yourself, these people are literally like unhinged, and they're below zero when it comes to awareness. Yeah. All their little tactics, lies, and scandal are played out just like them. These are people that probably rejected you in the first place, yeah, and they only want to come back because all that energy that they stole from you is gone. They want to refill their tank. Refill your tank with your karma. What was I saying about them little bullying? So they want to use scarcity tactics. This is all they can do. But for some of you, they can no longer use word restrict. That's not even working. It's like these are people that you accept that they are who they are. And because you're rejecting their advances, ooh, they don't like that. Another version I'm seeing is they didn't want to try and come back in because they know you got genuine offers on the table. You got someone that's sitting in the shadows, plotting and waiting what they deem to believe in their small little mind. They're waiting for their right moment to make a reappearance. And our survey says, and it's too late, cards. Now it's too late. Though you really did try to harm us. Something decided died, and I can't hide, and I just can't fake it. Oh, oh no. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. You already clock people in the neighborhood with your intuition, collective. Because some of you, for the most part, collective, you know who these players are in your immediate surroundings. And I'm talking like your neighborhood, like people what I'm getting is people in your immediate vicinity. They're being made to look stupid too. What are the crimes of these individuals, collective? Please and thank you. Oh. So I'm getting this one of two ways. Either one or more of these individuals is literally like everything they try to do to you is gonna be their fate now. Somebody's gonna get caught up in some type of natural disaster, and I'm sensing that's because whatever harm they were trying to bring to you, collective, they was trying to make it look as if it was some type of natural disaster or if it happened naturally, and it never was. It was some type of ritual, black magical spell work of some kind. So what was like confirmation. These are people heavily involved in organized crime. And I said as well, they do things to make it like a natural, that it can happen naturally. But that's going to be their fate now. Yeah. These are people that are either in debt or or now they're indebted to you, collective, because of what they stole. Yeah. They've either done this previously or that's still on their agenda. But for some of you, that will be their fate. Because some people, I get a strong sense on they are overindulging themselves to cope with their life at the minute, or to cope with the karma they're experiencing. It is what it is. We still don't care. I hope it's as severe as possible. Because when it comes to these people trying to harm my collective's children, yeah, you die for that. And if you think we're being ruthless now, woo, boo boo, karmics, you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah. These are people that are attempting to clean up whatever crimes they have committed, but for the most part, they're still reaping the repercussions of their actions, period. There's no escaping that. I just written all over their face. And it's visible. I just said it's visible to the human eye. Yeah, they think you're an alien. We're not, we're just divinely protected. Cult again. So first you're seeing organized crime. Cult. Now I'm kind of getting aliens one of two ways. Either they think you're an alien, or some of you may have had some weird experiences. I'm more sensing along the line of skin suits. Skin suits. Told you. They want to assassinate you now because these people are so mad, they're bitter. There's so much in their ego. That's their downfall, collective. You do that, don't you? Yeah. These are people that have been watching you constantly. For some of you, they may, whatever access they had, it's being revoked. Because they had no ground for it. Some of you, they was doing it illegally too. Do you understand? These are people that didn't want you to heal. They wanted you homeless as well. So they may have tried to make you lose your property or lose your stability in that sense. Because then you would have been an easier target. So these are clearly people either in your home or around your home or from your home. Like hometown. Which brings me back to immediate family. Or I won't call them family because they're not really family. The family you grew up around. Because I will not give them that acknowledgement. And I hope you do the same too, collective. If you resonate and if your experiences have been similar, nah. That's just that family that I grew up around. They are not my actual family. I will never claim these people as my family, ever. After what they did. And the fact that you're a healer, the fact that you were able to rejuvenate yourself, they don't like that. And that's, for some of you, that's what they want. These people, they try to distort your character, basically. And it's funny because everything that they said that you supposedly was, allegedly, they're displaying all the attributes. Make it make sense. Yet they're displaying said attributes. This is what they like to do. And it's in doing so that I can guarantee you that they ended up in the mess that they're in now. Some of these people choose to be undiagnosed. They know they're infected. Yeah. These are the same people that I was trying to cover up the abuse and neglect perpetrated on you, collective. So, and I get family, so reading too, that's really where it stems from. So, some of your own family members may have tried to sell you to the devil. Or the family that you grew up around. For everybody's going to be different, do you know what I mean? Because you are a gift. Or they try to gift you to the devil for some type of monetary level up. How about they gift themselves, collective? Just a thought. Now think about it. The devil doesn't rob an empty house. But you are the gift, collective. Yeah. For some of you, they may have been doing something near water. I don't know, for some type of ritual around water. Possibly something happened either in a wooded area, or maybe that's where you like to go. You like to go around wooded area. That's good because that's where you get the best energy supply from. You know what I mean? I like to find the biggest trees and stand on the biggest trees with the biggest roots and stand on the roots barefoot. Oh, it feels so good. As mad as it sounds, yeah, I don't get it twisted. I still have OCD, but it's not as bad as it was. Like the first thing that was coming to my mind was germs, insects, has any animals pooed or peed on it, and I'd be like, nah, I can't do it, I can't do it. And then the mind was telling me that everything gets washed away anyway, and that's the better natural source. That's the best natural source of energy you can get, minerals, everything. So I mustered up the courage to try it for like, I don't know, a minute. But now I'll go out there and stand on a tree like that for 20 minutes. You understand? And what is good as well to release trauma, I find, that's if you can, because some of you can't do it, is when you sit in like a squatting position. Yeah, sit in a squatting position on the roots of the trees. I kid you not, the euphoria you get from it, I literally can't put it into words. It's a thing where you're gonna have to try it for yourself, and then you're gonna understand exactly, like you're gonna feel what I thought and be like, wow, yeah. That's a little gem I want to share with my collective. You tried to block your intuition, that still didn't work. You know what you know. They just don't like the fact that they can't change your thought pattern or your thought process. They're not understanding how we're able to think or have these thoughts. Now, imagine how, for them to ask that question, it should tell you something. Clearly, it's something you've never experienced. That's another red flag. That should tell you something also about these characters. Let me Actually, let me get you something from the ancestors one. I hate the ones that have like loads. I'll give you two. I don't know why I'm hearing that Freddie song. That's the divine running rings on these people, in it. 1, 2, divine's coming for you. 3, 4, you can't lock no doors. 5, 6, you can't crucifix. 7, 8, you can't stay up late. 9, 10, you won't fuck with the collective again. I don't know why that song came into my head. Do you know when that movie first came out? I was terrified. That's another thing how they try and keep you from awakening, is to keep you in fear. Cleanse the energy. A little bit of an energy cleanse. All right, let's see what are the I don't know what that was then. Oh yeah, and some of you know that have spoken about possibly you may have been hospitalized. And you've got some nurses in the hospitals that are blatantly in there stealing from people. Yeah, stealing from the sick. You've been shining light on that as well. So literally, like everything you've reported, they now have to go back and look at. So some people may be losing their jobs, rightfully so. How can you be a nurse and you're stealing from the patients? Exactly, life is a ceremony. Spirit, is it the family members that I grew up around? The haters. That's in my YouTube live chat. Yes or no? Are they in my YouTube live chat, Spirit? Yes or no? Look how heavy that was. Look how strong that swinging was. Are these people in my TikTok live chat? Yes or no? Are my comment family members, Spirit, in my TikTok live chat as I speak currently? Yes or no? Yeah. Did you notice that it went to spin first and then it went like this? Yeah. So contain, don't tame your fire. Underneath it all, be discerning. So we got these three. I'll just read you a little bit from each of them. I'll do it like that. These three. And that's a spirit color. You know red is your root chakra, right? These boots were made for walking. That's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Now that's what they wanted as well. They wanted to do. It's like they wanted you to continue to allow people to trod on you and walk all over you. I don't think so. I don't think so. You got my collective all the way effed up there. Right, which one is which? Red. What does that say again? Remembering your magic is this color, the purple. 120. 120. Your affirmation is my life is a living ceremony. Live every day as a ceremony. Get curious, question what you are feeling, sensing, and experiencing in and through your body every day. Why? So that you never abandon yourself. Your body and its belly and bones, deep wisdom and knowing ever again. Slow down and listen to your body. Show up to and for her. Move her in delicious ways. That sounds funny. Move her in delicious way like his food. Come on now. Cry, grieve, laugh, kiss, slay, shame, and liberate truth. Honor and celebrate all of life as a ceremony. I agree. Now let's do I bet the red one is your instincts. Underneath it all. Yeah, just hard to come to your senses. Okay. What's first? Be discerning. 46. 46. Oh. What stays and what goes, collective? Your affirmation is I discern, I trust, I align, I act accordingly. It says what stays, what goes, how do you decide? You discern. Take a breath. You take as many as you need to come in to your body and trust it is that you know. See, feel, and intuit. It's deeper than what you've been told and sold. That's how you know it's real and true, and you let yourself discern. Your self mastery is while it would be very easy to say and do what we are told is right, doesn't mean that it's right, though, does it? Because we've been lied to. To react to what's unfolding in our own world right now, both personally and collectively, all that's real and horrific and all that's just smoke and mirrors is actually a fiercely courageous act to recognize the possibility and capability of the magic that's held in the power of your discernment. Yeah, they hate that too about us. The last one is sorry. Underneath it all. Did I do contain your power? No, I didn't. 49 and underneath it all is 70. 49 and 70. 47. Only two away. Your affirmation for contain don't no con, don't sorry contain don't tame your fire. Someone doesn't want me to speak. I don't tame my fire, I contain it. I potentize it and use it with clear intention. It says you also know deep down in your belly and bones that you have the capacity to contain it. You know that you are able to hold your fire. Really hold the fire in your body. Your body becomes a magical container and a vessel that magnetizes and amplifies, that bends and shapes the fire into potent creative force that can then be channeled with intention, focus and clarity into what really matters. And the next one I said 70 in it. 70. Underneath it all. Your affirmation is I let myself drop deep underneath it all to become fully alive. Your soul truth, your Venus path, your power and magic, which can, will, must be used to strengthen and fortify you in your human form, so that you create and innovate, so that you dare to dance with all of life, all your parts and all your pieces, and flourish and thrive in all your aliveness. Our truest truth, what is that our soul really knows, can only be rediscovered when we dare to get underneath it all and allow ourselves to remember, when we dare to dig deep below the surface of what we've been told and sold, and let ourselves swim in the primal oceanic truth that's held in our fluid body. We remember ancient future and wisdom. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Ancient future and wisdom. So yeah, thank you for. Can we get some shares, guys? Literally, I don't ask much other than you like and share. That's about it. So it costs nothing. It's just like just push the button and it costs nothing. Thank you, like and share. Um, does anybody want like a one card answer? Are there any questions? Parasites do that. They're all over the place. That's what they are. They are exactly what they are. They're parasites. One of these days, these boots are gonna. Yeah, yeah, they do. They hack your phone and clone it. Yeah, you need to ask yourself that question. That's not a question you can ask someone else to answer, because only you know the life you're living. Will you hear God's voice? What kind of a question is that? It's like, put it this way. You see, when you're doing wicked and evil things, you're gonna hear God's voice, but it's whether or not you choose to listen or not. So we've all heard God's voices. So for you to ask that kind of question, clearly you're just trolling. So, which is quite sad that people in 2026, this is like what they find entertaining, is actually quite sad. So you must live a really sad existence, or a very karmic one. Is it like your own? You're guided by your spirit team, but it's whether or not you choose to listen. So you saying, "Oh, will I ever hear God's voice?" That tells me you're a demon. You must be. And people like you, I have zero time for. So yeah, that's where you go in the block list. It is what it is. I ain't got time for it. I have zero tolerance for it. Do you understand? And it's funny how you find that, or you think is entertaining for you. I promise you, the karma you're going to receive won't be entertaining. Do you understand? But yeah, for me, I don't know about you. I can only speak for myself. For me, um, depending on what kind of path you've been living, this is just my suggestion or my input. I can only speak on my experiences. But it took just over 2 years of praying and I had no idea why. But I kind of think it's probably because back then I lived a totally different life. I used to get into trouble. I'm talking like 12 years plus ago, like over a decade ago. I used to get into trouble. I was committing crime. I was just doing madness, but I was also on drugs, alcohol, painkillers. So yeah, so you have to clear off your karma first. So in that sense, it took just over 2 years. So at one point, I kind of think I felt that God abandoned me, like He didn't love me. Do you understand? And then when you hear Him speak to you, you're gonna know. I'm not gonna say, but anybody that does know, if you know, you can put it in the comment section. But I know personally the impact it has when He does speak. Do you understand? So those that know, and if you do know, put it in the comment section, because I know what I felt, and I know that I've heard other people speak. I've not said what I experienced, but it's funny how everybody that have gone through something, and when God spoke to them, the impact that it had on them was literally all the same. Literally all the same. And that's how you know. And this is something that these demons don't know because they've never experienced it. They like to jump on other people's platforms to see what they say. Do you understand? And then steal someone else's words from them and portray it like, yes, this is what happened to me. No, for what they're lying. Do you understand? I see that all the time. I see that all the time. How do you withdraw from your pension? And for the most part, most of these people are probably